welcome back to my garden. If you're new here, welcome. I wanted to film a quick video just to give an update about my garden. I think this will be the third episode of my garden updates, and I wanted to share my sunflowers because they are just going off like anything, and even now you can see just the bees having the best time pollinating all the sunflowers. Some have even started going into seed, like you can see this one here. All the petals have fallen because the bees have been doing their job and they are starting to set seed. And I wanted to show you something magical. My Turbo Teddy sunflower. Just look at that. It is magnificent. Like all these little tiny petals. It's nothing I've seen before. I got the seeds for this one from the seed collection.com.au. I think that's a new variety that they've stocked recently, and I wanted to try out growing them. And here is a sunflower ice spray. If I'm not wrong, this is either from the same company, the seed collection, or Veggie Garden and Seeds. My Queen of Anne's lace flowers are the showstoppers of this year. They are really happy in my garden, and they're the most whimsical of them all, I'd say. So I'm really happy with them, and I'm just letting them roam around, spread their wings around my flowers. And you can see my foxgloves have dried off and are going into seed. Like if you can see closely, like these are the parts where they have the seeds. And I think I haven't gotten the chance to come out here and collect the seeds, and I think majority of them have been blown away by the wind. And I'm not too upset about that, because last year I did manage to collect seeds of them, and I've got a little bag full of foxglove seeds, so I'm not too sad about that. But I can show you just how much seeds these guys have. Like, look, when I shake, I see them dropping. So I just let them self-seed in the garden and see how nature decides to take hold. Now this area I am planning to clean up a bit, maybe towards the end of summer, but for now I think I'm good in this area, and I'm letting all the magic unfold on its own. And my Floret flower zinnias are starting to flower. I'll start with this one. Just look at her. And I picked the first one, which was a tiny one, and she was almost this color, and she's still going strong in a vase. Like the color hasn't faded, the petals are intact. So I'd say zinnias have the most longest vase life that I have ever experienced. And my Cosmos apricota flower, just look at her. And down here I can see some new globe amaranth, new buds forming, and my cornflower pink ones seem to be putting on more growth. And moving on to this bed, here I have my dahlias. Some have completed flowering, and I think she's preparing seed, and the rest are putting on new growth. This one here is a floret flower. I think this is one from the peach varieties. Just one at the back here. And this one here is a floret flower. Sorry about that. Bee's Choice mix. And oh my god, this is a complete surprise for me. This is my evening primrose. Just look at the colors of her petals. It's so special because this is the first time I'm actually seeing this, just when I'm filming. So I'm very excited to see that. Oh, sorry. My coriander is going into seed. And my black-eyed Susans are starting to put their flower heads on. And eggplants are flowering as well. My habanero chilies are putting on flowers, so that means I will get new flowers very soon. And the other most exciting flower that's blooming is my roses. This is the French variety of roses, the Pierre de Ronsard, and she's on her second flower flush of the season, and she is just looking magnificent. Like, look at her, look at all the flowers. I'll try to move and see if I can get a better angle with the lighting, because it is late in the day and the sun's looking very hidden away from the clouds, so it's not looking too clear, but you can see the new blooms starting to set in, and I am beyond happy and grateful for these babes. My pansies seem to be going well. They are putting on heaps and heaps of new flowers, and I noticed the more I cut them for my flower pressing, the more they come back. I had a really sad incident with one of my floret flower seedlings. This one here had a little bit of an accident and was falling over, and I tried to hold her up with some stones at the bottom, but she kept falling, so I taped her. And then yesterday I saw her again on the floor, so I put a little stake for support, and now she seems happy. And my floret flower zinnias are starting to pop up. I'm gonna keep cutting them, so you'll see how they go. And my cosmos, just look at them, aren't they gorgeous? And the prettiest pink color, zinnia, Queen of Anne's lace And my David Austin Olivia Rose is also putting on her second flush of flowers. This year I've been having an earwig problem with my roses. They just seem to somehow crawl into my flowers, and every time I cut some and bring some in, they seem to crawl out of the petals, and it's really upsetting because they seem to eat their way into the flower, which sort of ruins their appearance. But I've been seeing less and less of them, so I'm hoping they are a bit under control. I haven't done anything to stop them. I just like to let all sorts of insects and bugs and what they call pests have their own cycle in the garden. If you did see my previous videos, you'll know that I have had a lot of ladybugs this year in the garden. So they have been keeping aphids at bay. These have been going into seed. These calendulas, as I said in the previous video, are self-seeded. So this time I'm not going to collect seeds from these ones. I'm just going to let them drop and sort of grow wherever they wish. This bed needs a little bit of water, so I will do that after filming. Cosmos rubensa. Alright guys, I think that is the last of the flowers that I wanted to show you for this episode of my garden update. Things seem to be really slow and graceful at this time of the year, so I am taking my time in enjoying the beauty and just the colors. This area seems to have a little yellow palette going on. I hope you all have had a nice time celebrating the New Year's and Christmas season for those celebrating with their families. And I do hope to come up with more garden update videos as I go and everything else that I get up to in the garden. A very happy New Year 2025 to you all. I hope that this year brings you more joy, more calm, and more new opportunities. Alright then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.